50, 45. There goes Davis.
Oh, my God.
Davis is going to run it all the way back. Auburn's going to win the football game. Auburn's going to win the football game. He ran the missed field goal back. He ran it back 109 yards. They're not going to keep him off the field tonight. Holy cow. Oh, my God. Auburn wins. Auburn has won the Iron Bowl. Auburn has won the Iron Bowl in the most unbelievable fashion you will ever see.
Oh, happy Friday and welcome into a brand new edition of the Dream Wager, episode 577. Today is Friday, October 17th, 2025. And kid, thank God Joe Flacco is off the Bengals, man. How you doing?
I want to say thank God, but what an entertaining Thursday night game. You know, that the Unk Bowl, I kept hearing that. The Unk Bowl, definitely one of the best games so far this season. I didn't expect that outcome, especially 60-plus points. Let's get into it.
Yeah, we got a great episode for you guys. We'll recap Thursday night football between the Bengals and the Steelers. We got week 7 picks and props, lock, dog, total, teaser, prop. We got college week 8. Actually love the slate this week. Back to like 15-20 plays. So that's when I love the slate. We got NBA Eastern futures as well, win totals. We got tournament plays. We got divisional winners, maybe some awards as well. So we got a loaded show for you guys. But kid, we'll start with last night. In a shootout, Joe Flacco gets the job done. We cashed away over 22.5 completions. I mean, that was just that. The number was just comically low. I said it on the show, 22.5. He threw the ball 47 times. Like, you knew he was going to have himself a day. And I said, thank God in the beginning of the show, because you called for Jameis, but I guess Joe Flacco is just as good. Now, I'm not going to say their season is done, but I'll say this. The team didn't have any quit in them last night. This is the first time I saw in a while that, they were playing good and they wound up getting a big win. And you never want to bet on the Steelers when they're a big favorite. I've learned that.
You learned it the hard way, Dill. First, we get there with the plus 5.5 with Cincinnati. Joe Flacco looked amazing. I can't stress how well Joe Flacco played. Let's take everything around it, Dill. He's only been in the system for about 10 days. And he threw 342, 3 tutties, no interceptions, Dill. Me and you kept saying, the Steelers defense might be back. Joe Flacco, he's not very mobile. He's like a statue back there. I couldn't tell yesterday, Dill. He saw that scramble. So the fact that they came out flat, remember, they were down 10-0 to start the game. To score 21 points unanswered and then win in a shootout, dude, I think Joe Flacco, one, has earned the job until Joe Burrow goes back. But I don't think we've seen the last of Joe Flacco.
No.
To be honest, I wouldn't be surprised. Let's just say Joe Burrow is back sometime December. It might be another team out there that be like, you know what, we need Joe Flacco to get us into that playoffs hump because one of our quarterbacks is hurt. So I love what Joe Flacco was able to do. Jamar Chase had a career day. I think he tied Jerry Rice for the most receptions ever on a Thursday night game, 16. He had 23 targets with $161 with a tutty. We got there with T. Higgins over. 46.5 was just too low. Come on now.
Especially with Joe Flacco.
With Joe Flacco. With the Steelers, though, I'm going to be honest, I think
that defense is trash.
The fact that Cincinnati was not able to provide zero pressure. Dill, you saw the first quarter of that game. When I tell you Aaron Rodgers he could have tied his shoe, walked his dog, and then completed a first down. I'm not over-exaggerating, people. I think he averaged, in the first half, over 4 seconds to throw the ball. Cincinnati pass rush wasn't going nowhere fast. And the fact that they still lost this game, fire move went off. DK Metcalf, after the first half, was on shutdown. Jalen Warren had himself a day.
And Jalen Ramsey got cooked all day.
Yeah, a couple flags at him as well. So, overall, I'm not going to stuff the Steelers. I think they played a pretty good game. Everybody showed up, DK with that big first quarter catch. Jalen Warren did it on the ground and receiving as well. Aaron Rodgers went 23 for 34, 250, 4 tutties. Yes, he did throw those 2 interceptions, but I think overall, Steelers showed up, scored 31 points on the road. I think that's enough to win the game. So shout out to Cincinnati Bengals. Give Zach Taylor a little bit of credit, Dylan. I think we saw the Cincinnati Bengals play their best game all season long, and I'm gonna be honest, it was a must win.
Yeah, it was a must win. I didn't think the defense played all that well either for either team, but it's a real problem. I mean, he was getting torched all game. Joey Porter some shit too. Joey Porter ain't good. He was getting burned all day. And obviously, you come into the game like, okay, Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, they're really good.
That's the best duo in football. I don't care what nobody says. Those are the two best wide receiver duo in football. And I'm gonna be honest, I think Joe Flacco is enjoying it. You heard it in the press game. Those guys are really good.
Yeah, no shit. Just give them the ball. But to give up 257 yards total, just to 2 players. Those are just 2 players. I mean, it's not on the offense. It's the defense for the Steelers. Whenever you think you're bought in on this team, they're in my top 10. They made me look like a fool yesterday. Honestly.
They weren't in mine.
This team, Pat Freiermuth, he had a good game, 2 touchdowns. Aaron Rodgers, he played pretty good. I thought one of the interceptions was bad. The other one really wasn't terrible, but when you put up 31 points on the road, you should be able to win the game. So, yeah, Jalen Ramsey got humiliated. Joey Porter was bad. And they did this without Trey Hendrickson. He didn't play. Yeah. And I know they didn't get any sacks, but
0 sacks, 0 pressure. And not for now, we also saw Jace Brown best game of the season.
Finally.
He was averaging 2.7 yards a carry. I think it was the worst in the NFL. He averaged damn near 10 yards a clip. 10 yards a clip. 108 on the ground. Still, I'm not saying Cincinnati is this, but if they could continue to play like this, I highly doubt Joe Flacco was going to average 300 yards with 3 tutties and 0 interceptions. But if they're able to have a type of running game, if their defense just happen to hold up, especially they need to start getting a little more pressure on the quarterback. But if they can stay somewhere around this realm, take advantage. You have the best wide receiver in football in Jamar Chase. T. Higgins got something to say about that as well. I think he's top 20. So if you could pay to your strength, get the running game going, I think the Bengals in 2 months' time could be in the thick of things still. Not saying they're gonna run off, but I wouldn't be surprised if they're like 6-8, 7-8, something like that. Maybe trying to get to that last 7 seed.
They got some winnable games ahead of them. They play the Jets next week. That's a win. They play the Bears. Who knows? At home.
Okay.
Then they play the Steelers again in Pittsburgh this time. Then they play the Patriots at home. Then I don't know about that. And Joe Flacco saved fucking Thanksgiving. We were going to have to see Jake Browning versus Lamar. Thank God it's going to be Joe Flacco versus Lamar now. So
it might be a shootout.
Exactly. So he saved Thanksgiving for us. So I was happy. You hit your prop. You hit the outright as well. You didn't even need the points. I hit my prop. So props are coming along.
Props are finally getting a little hot now.
Yeah.
I think that's 5 in a row for your boys. So for the people listening, might be a fade this week. It might be a fade.
You keep saying that, but we've been actually hitting. So it's been good. But other than that, everything's been good. I mean, MLB's been... I mean, NLCS is some shit.
Honestly, as a fan perspective, the fact that, NLCS is some shit, but
yeah, the ALCS is sick. Yeah,
it's tied.
It's good.
So it's a toss-up now. I still think maybe the Blue Jays pull it out. And we saw how good the Mariners looked games 1 and 2, but the Blue Jays are the Blue Jays still.
Right now, the Mariners are up 1-0. And did you see fucking Max Scherzer? He told his coach, get back.
Yeah. I'm going to be honest.
I fucking love it.
That's a Hall of Famer right there.
Yeah, you listen to him.
And he was playing well. It's not like, okay, but I think Max Scherzer at this stage of his career, he knows if he could get the next batter out or not. Mm-hmm. I'm going to trust Max Scherzer enough. And what we saw right there was classic Mad Max.
I was just going to say they call him that for a reason.
Yeah, we're not going to see that too often, but I know the way he was, acting.
He was on one.
He knew he could finish the inning, and I respect that.
Yeah, the ALCS has been good.
Let's say if he acted like that, and then he gives out a 2-run home run. Okay, we having a different conversation. Or he
Yeah.
walks the guy in 5 pitches, but we knew Mad Max is able to get the deal done, and he got it done.
Yeah, they call him that for a reason. The ALCS has been good. 2-2. Game 5 is going on right now, and Mariners are up 1-0 in the 4th inning. Dodgers are looking to sweep them and get back to their second straight World Series appearance. So that one's been pooky just because the Brewers' offense has gone MIA. So that's
Shocker.
that. Yeah, shocker. So that's been that. But kid, we got a ton of action to get into. So why don't we just get right into it? But before we do that, a quick word from our sponsor. We are brought to you each and every episode by Viva Tequila Seltzer, the most refreshing hard seltzer on the market, hands down. It is no wonder why Viva was voted #1 hard seltzer in the world by San Francisco World Spirit Competition. With only 88 calories, 0 carbs, 0 sugar, and a light 4.5 ABV, Viva is the perfect drink for your post-game celebration, as it was created with that active lifestyle in mind. We flavor tequila seltzer because flavor is the spice of life, and we like our drinks with just a kick, just like how we like our lives, whether it's Huckleberry playing around a golf with the boys or an elderberry watching Week 7 in the NFL. It doesn't matter. Our favorites pair perfectly with that Artisanal Blanco tequila for that subtle and refreshing drink. Our belief here at the Dream Wager and at Viva is to live long, live well, and live it up. All right, kid, let's get to it. Week 7. Before we do that, though, Baltimore and Buffalo both on a bye this week. Man, 2 teams that really could fucking use it. So enjoy the week off. Those are the 2 teams that are on a bye. And we will head to Jacksonville for their home game in London at Wembley Stadium. It's the last game in London. Jacksonville is technically the home team. It is actually a home game for them, though. Rams are the favorite, though, laying 3, -158 on the money line. Jacksonville +3, +134. 44 is the total. What are we feeling here, kid?
We got the news earlier today that Puka Nacua is ruled out for Sunday's matchup in London. We know Jacksonville is a heavy home crowd favorite over there. Expect the crowd to be jumping for Duval County. Give me the +3 with the Jacksonville Jaguars, though. And I think not for nothing, after last week tough loss at home um against the Seahawks, I think they're live here as well. So maybe a little sprinkle of +145 on the money line, but I'll take the +3 in my back pocket. Worst case scenario, though, we push. I expect a close game, especially with the crowd behind Jacksonville's side. And not for nothing, though, this is a different Jacksonville team. This is a good team, and I expect Trevor Lawrence, Thomas Jr., and especially that running game to keep it up. So give me Jacksonville +3 in London.
Yeah, last game in London for the season, and Jacksonville has experience here. The Rams, they're on a back-to-back road spot here. You mentioned Puka not playing. I can't take them here. He makes this offense go. And when he was out last week, it looked like the offense couldn't really get going. And I truly believe this is a true home game for Jacksonville. And honestly, they've beaten themselves this season, not the opponents beating them. So, they get turnovers on defense. I see no reason to fade the Jaguars here at home. I think they could keep this one close. Give me the points. I also think they're live. I think they could win outright here as well. So, yeah, give me Jacksonville here +3. We are both on Jacksonville to start. Let's go to the 1 o'clock slate, 6-game 1 o'clock window, which is good. We are back to the 4 o'clock 4 o'clock window, so that is good. First game in the 1 o'clock window, it is the Raiders and the Chiefs in Arrowhead. Chiefs laying 12.5 here, -700 on the money line, +12.5 for the Raiders, +500 if you like them on the money line. Total is 45.5. You gonna lay double digits here with Mahomes?
This was a stay away from me. If I had to, I would lay the 12.5. But to me, in a divisional matchup, you always want to take the points, especially when it's at double digits. Like I said, it's a stay away from me. But you know what? Like sometimes when people be like, if you see $100 on the ground, you're gonna pick it up. -700 on the money line, maybe not that bad deal if you need $100 for that for Sunday night come Monday. So I think the Chiefs are definitely a lock for the money line. But do you want to risk $700 to win 100? I'm not sure, but if you really need it, I would. So I'm gonna just stay away. But if I really had to go to it, though, I'll probably take the 12.5 with the Raiders.
Yeah, Raiders looking to head towards their bye, but for whatever reason, the Raiders defense winds up playing Mahomes really well. Mahomes has lost 3 times straight up as a double-digit favorite in his career. 2 of them have been against this Raider team. So I don't know if I'd lay the 700 or bet the $100 bill and take them on the money line. It's just hard to see the Chiefs losing, to your point. They get obviously Rashid Rice back this week. They are missing left tackle Josh Simmons from Ohio State. Allegedly, he went AWOL, and everyone on the team's kind of being extremely vague about that. So I think that's kind of strange.
What do you mean? What do they mean by AWOL?
Like, hey, they're just being yeah, like mental health. Yeah, yeah.
All right,
they're like,
so I wish him well. I wish him well.
That's what they're all saying. They're going to the podium and saying, "Hey, we wish our teammate well."
Yeah, I honestly hope.
No, I do too. He's a national champ.
I thought AWOL like
he went crazy.
No, like no call, no show.
Oh no, that's still AWOL though.
Yeah.
Both could be true.
Yeah, if you don't show up, if he just let's just say he did a Dennis Rodman, went to Atlantic, Vegas for the week.
Chill. That would have been That both is AWOL though.
That's why I said what do you mean by AWOL?
Yeah, I don't know, man. I just think the Raiders get up for this game. They throw everything. They throw everything they have at this Chiefs team before the bye. They keep this game close. I probably don't think they're a live dog, but I think they can keep it within the number. It's ugly, but I'll take the Raiders here plus 12.5. Let's go to the next game, and we'll go to Cleveland, where the Browns are hosting the Miami Dolphins. The Browns laying 2.5 here at home, minus 148 on the money line. Dolphins plus 126. Total is 35.5. I cannot believe Dylan Gabriel is a favorite. Lefty on lefty action. We'll see who has the slower release. The Browns have gone 11 games without scoring 18 points or more, dating back to last season. That's terrible.
That's a stat.
That's terrible. Browns are 0-5 when closing as the favorite with 3 different quarterbacks. But this is when you bet on the Browns. At home, they're going to run the ball with Junkins. The defense looks good. The Dolphins' defense might be worse than the Jets. And the Browns have the best run defense. I think they could stop Devon Achane. The Dolphins' defense is bad. They're going to be able to get to Tua. Miles. It's getting close to Halloween. We know how much Myles Garrett likes Halloween. He's going to get to Tua. I think Gabriel will look good in his first home start. It's ugly, but I think the Browns should be the favorite, and I'll lay the 2.5 here with the Browns.
It's definitely ugly, and I think it will be an ugly game. I think the over-under is at 36.5.
35.5.
Even worse. Probably lean the under, not for nothing. I'm hearing, might be some rains.
It's an ugly weather, too, and that's perfect for the Browns.
Yeah, 30-mile-per-hour winds. I'll tell you right now, if the winds are going to be over 30 miles per hour, take the Browns and run away with it. They have a top 5 defense, and I think Dylan Gabriel, hate him or love him, I think he's due for a win. Bad team against Miami, at home, bad weather. You run the ball with Junkins. You let your defense possibly get a couple turnovers, hold down the fort, and Dylan Gabriel, you take your shots when needed. Give me the Cleveland Browns minus 2.5.
I love it. I thought you were going to be on Miami. I love it.
No, I can't. Maybe if it was in Miami, maybe.
Mm-hmm. Oh, no, I love it. I think the Browns are. This is, everyone's like, hey, Dylan Gabriel, one game good. Yeah, last week was not good. Hand up, he was not good. But against Minnesota, he was serviceable. Then coming back home, ugly weather. This is it. What do we say? We want to back the Browns at home, outside. And especially in this terrain. Mm-hmm. Let's go to Tennessee, where your New England Patriots are laying 6.5 here on the road, minus 300 on the money line. Tennessee plus 245. Total is 42.5. Kid, I'll let you lead it off. This is your team.
If the coaching staff didn't get rearranged this past week, I would tell you, lay the 7. Don't even think twice. But now, when teams fire their coach still, it's a spark that happens. It's a spark. Maybe we see something from Tennessee we haven't seen all year. So that worries me a little bit. But this is Mike Vrabel's first game back coaching in Tennessee. This is a perfect revenge spot. Drake May's playing out of his mind. Some people calling him a top 5 quarterback. I won't go there just yet.
You're not. The people are saying that. You're not saying that.
I'm not saying that. I might echo it, but I'm not saying it. I like what I'm seeing from this Patriots team. I'm gonna be honest. I love what I'm seeing from this New England Patriots team. Not just because I'm a fan. It's because still Drake May's been playing lights out. Our defense, we finally starting to look a little better. Christian Gonzalez looking healthy. That secondary's coming along. That front seven is getting a ton of pressure, Dill. Against a rookie quarterback, Mike Vrabel going against his former team, it might be an ugly day for Cam Ward and Tennessee Titans. Like I said, I am a little worried that we might see something we haven't seen from Tennessee all season long. If the coach didn't get fired, Dill, I would tell you lay the 7. Now that is a new coaching staff, Dill, I might tell you he's a great teaser spot. I still like the -6.5, -7 with the Patriots in Mike Vrabel's return, but give me the Patriots -6.5, -7 on the road, Dill. I'm gonna be honest, it might get ugly. I wouldn't be surprised. This is a 15. Let me not get too ahead of myself. I wouldn't be surprised if it's a double-digit game.
Yeah, Patriots, 3rd straight road game for them. But just like how you're happy, that's all I've heard about online with other bettors I've talked to. The Patriots are such a public play. All the money is on them. But this is the Titans Super Bowl. They're not making the playoffs. They're not making any noise. They're going to want to beat Mike Vrabel here. But this third road trip for teams are especially tough, especially after the team goes 2-0 in their first 2 road games, which you guys are. Teams who are 2-0 on their 3rd straight road game are 15-27 straight up, 16-24 against the spread over the last 20 years. So it doesn't favor you guys. It's very rare that the 3rd straight road week that they're this big of a favorite. Obviously, the Patriots are the better team, matchup-wise. I get all that. This is a situational spot for me. I'm going to take the Titans here. It's disgusting, but I'm going to take Tennessee here. Think they keep this close. They're going to throw everything at them.
Hey, Dill, one thing I can say about you is you're always going to you're gonna zig when people zag.
Yeah, I am.
Or you're going to zag when people zig. And, last week you said it's going to be nasty, but you took the Ravens. This week, you said it's going to be nasty, might be ugly. You're going to take the Tennessee Titans. I'm trying to save you from yourself right now, Dylan. Are you sure you want to go with that?
Yes. I have 3 dogs on my cards and taking the Browns as a favorite. I told you before, this is an ugly card for me, but I love it.
Nah,
I absolutely love it.
I'm not going to lie, Dill. Like I said, what was this? Canales? No.
Dave
Cohen.
Canales?
Cohen.
What are you talking about?
Who got fired? Tennessee's coach.
Oh, Brian Callahan.
Callahan. Always fuck up his name. Callahan. If Callahan was the head coach right now, I would tell you, Dill, that's a horrible bet. But like I said, I am a little concerned that we might see something we haven't seen yet from Tennessee. We might see the best version of Cam Ward this season. We might see that come this Sunday. But I also think with our secondary, our front 7, how is he going to be able to do that?
We will see. We will see on Sunday. Let's go to, where do we want to go? Let's go to Soldier Field. The Bears taking on the Saints.
The Bears.
Bears laying 4.5 here at home, -240 on the money line. Saints +198. Total is at 46.5. Bears coming off Monday Night Football. They're on a short week. Keep this one simple. I'm not laying this kind of number here with the Bears. I cannot trust them. I don't trust the run game being good 2 weeks in a row. Shout out DeAndre Swift on one of my fantasies, but it's way too many points. And I think the Saints are a scrappy team. I say that week in, week out. They are actually trying to win games. I don't think Spencer Rattler is the worst quarterback in the league. DJ Moore is out with a hamstring injury. Watch out for Luther Burden, the third. I think he could have a big game with DJ Moore being out. So I might look towards him for props, but it's disgusting. But I do think the Saints are live here. I think they could keep it within the number, and I think it's a good teaser spot to get them to double digits as well.
Yeah, let's not forget. I think the Saints covered 3 straight games before last week against the Patriots. they've been a pesky team all year, and I agree with you. I think Spencer Rattler, I think he might be a top 25 quarterback deal. I like his game. He's not but bad. I think Kellen Moore is bringing the best out of him, and not for nothing, deal. Any given Sunday, any given Sunday, any one of these teams are live. I agree with you. I think we saw Chicago, pull one out of their ass. Let's just be honest. They pulled one out of their ass. They got real lucky on that game on Monday night. I think the Saints are live. I think the Saints is a great teaser spot as well. If you got the early number, I think they were 5.5 Monday or Tuesday. Would have been a great number to hop on. Honestly, I still take the Saints plus 4.5 on the road. I think they could keep it close. I think they could make things interesting. And let's be honest, though. Caleb Williams has been playing good ball. It's no denying he's been playing very well. I just don't trust the other guys around them that they're gonna keep it. Do I expect another DeAndre Swift monster game? No. Like you said, DJ Morris or Roma Duze only had 24, 34 yards a week prior. Is he gonna follow back up? So it's gonna be interesting to see who's gonna step up. Loveland has been a bust so far. Let's just be honest. So who on the offensive side besides Caleb Williams? I'm gonna give him his flowers. He has been playing well. Who's gonna step up if DeAndre Swift is not able to get that 55-yard touchdown? Is Roma Duvernay gonna wake back up? It's gonna be interesting to see. I think the Saints are small chance they're live, but I'm gonna take the points in my back pocket.
Shout out Adam in the chat. Ty Springer almost had another dinger, but lands just short. So tie game 1-1 in the 5th inning. Let's go to the next game, kid. Where do we want to go? Let's go to Minnesota, my second team, the Minnesota Vikings. It do get cold in Minnesota. Eagles laying 2.5 here on the road, minus 124 on the money line, plus 106 for the Vikings. Total is at 43.5. Vikings are coming off their bye. Eagles coming off Thursday night football, so a little mini bye. They're also on a back-to-back road spot here for the Eagles. Are the Eagles going to get things corrected? I think that is a big question here for me. I mean, Wentz will be the starter this week. I worry about how the secondary will hold up versus the Vikings. Jalen Carter will be back. You got to think this defense will be a little better. Quinton Mitchell, he will be back as well. Maybe Carson Wentz revenge game. I do think this could be a big Barkley game as well. Minnesota's defense isn't really good against the run, but Elvis, you know me. Everyone knows me. I love me some Vikings action. I'll take a dabble here with Minnesota coming off their bye. I think Carson Wentz is going to take this game personal. I think he could have a big game. So give me the points here with Minnesota. Should be a very fun game, but I'll take the plus 2.5 here.
Dale, you said a lot of good things, and then you said a couple things I don't agree with. Give me the Philadelphia Eagles minus 130 on the money.
Real quick, I guess I tuned out. You took the Saints, right? Plus 4.5?
Yeah, and I also think it's a great teaser spot as well. I like the Saints plus 5.5 Monday, Tuesday. As of right now, 4.5. That's why I think it's a great teaser spot.
Okay. Sorry.
Like I was saying, give me the Philadelphia Eagles on the money line. Philadelphia Eagles are coming in losing back-to-back games. They lost to the Denver Broncos outright at home. They lost to the New York G-Men at MetLife. I don't see the Philadelphia Eagles losing 3 straight. I don't see Nick Sirianni with a mostly healthy team losing 3 straight. Don't get me wrong, though. I do like Minnesota. You know how I feel about Brian Flores. But you told me J.J. McCarthy will be the starter after the bye week. I'm telling you right now, Dale, it's not an ankle injury. It's due for play. I think Carson Wentz is just playing a little better than J.J. McCarthy right now. And I think that's going to be the downfall of the Minnesota Vikings. Like you said, Jalen Carter's back. Quinton
Mitchell.
Quinton Mitchell is back to corner. They're going to be healthy in the secondary now. If Jalen Hurts and this offense could establish a pass game, if Saquon could wake up, I do agree with you. Like you said earlier on, I think Saquon is due for a big game as well. Kind of like Saquon anytime touchdown at -1, I think 115, -105. But we'll talk about that a little later. Might be a prop. Give me the Philadelphia Eagles. Like I said, -2.5. Give me the Philadelphia Eagles -130 on the money line. They're not. I repeat, they're. Not, I'm not an Eagles fan. They're not going to lose 3 straight games. Give me the Eagles on the money line.
All right, let's go to the disgusting game here in New Jersey. The the New York Jets. It should be the New Jersey Jets. Jets.
Yeah, they'll win some games if they're New Jersey Jets.
Probably. Hosting the Carolina Panthers. Panthers road favorites -1.5, -118 on the money line. Even money for the Jets. Total 41.5. Fuck this game, honestly. It's so ugly. Panthers are a favorite on the road.
They should be.
The Jets are unbettable. Bryce Young is 1-17 straight up on the road, though.
I'm telling you right now, I'm not doing it, people. I am not doing it.
Oh, I am. The Jets will be without Garrett Wilson and Justin Fields. 0-26 straight up when other teams score 21 or more points. Fields might get benched this week if he stinks in the first half.
Do you think Carolina's going to score 21 or more points?
Absolutely. They have no receivers. They're very one-dimensional. They're going to get booed, and the only way it stops from getting booed is if they bench Justin Fields. But honestly, I don't even know if Tyrod Taylor will be better. They have no one. Chuba Hubbard is back. That backfield is strong now with him and Rico Dwaddle. They're going to find a way to lose this game. Give me the Panthers. I absolutely love the Panthers this week.
I tell you what, Dill, if there's a time and place to win your first game of the season, is at home against the Carolina Panthers. Let's just be honest. I won't bet it, but I'm here trying to tell you, Dylan, it might be J. It might be to the E. It might be to the T. It might be to the S, but I won't be betting the Jets. Rico Dowdle, he has back-to-back games with 200-plus all-purpose yards. We finally see Terrion McKinnon come along as a true number one wide receiver. Bryce Young, hate him or love him, he's been playing better. I think this might be a letdown spot for the Carolina Panthers, who are clearly the much better team here. They're 3-3. They're live right now. I'm not saying they're going anywhere far, but hey, they win this game. Who knows? I'm going to just stay away, Dill. I don't have much faith in your Jets. But I do think if there's a time and place to win the game, I think it's this one, Dill. So, not betting the Jets, but I can't.
But for the show, you are picking them.
Give me the Jets for the Dream Wager show. For the show, but I'm not. Once again, for the
when you watch the game,
I'm not betting the Jets.
When you watch this game, you're gonna just laugh and text me and be like, "I can't believe I picked them." It's your own grave.
First of all, who watches the Jets? If I have this game on my television, I might be doing something else. Let's just be honest, still.
You're not a real degenerate, not having all the games.
No, I have all the games on, just not this one. Even if it comes up on Red Zone, I'm going to go play with my dogs or something real quick.
4 o'clock window. Chargers taking on the Colts. Close on the books. Chargers laying 1.5 here on the money line, -132. I said money line. -1.5 on the spread, -132 for the Chargers, +112 for the Colts. Total is 48.5. I'll let you lead it off, kid. What do you got?
We saw the Los Angeles Chargers sneak out a lucky win against the Miami Dolphins in Miami. We both don't like Miami. We both don't think Miami's a very good team. When you're not able to take care of business as you should against a very bad team in my eyes, let's not forget Chargers couldn't cover the 3.5 against Miami. Now you got a team that seems for real, who I think is pretty good, who's number one in the AFC right now in the Indianapolis Colts. I think this is a great battle spot for the Indianapolis Colts. Let's not forget they just walked to this building 2-3 weeks ago and lost to the Los Angeles Rams. Now they're going right back. I think they got some revenge on their eyes still. I don't think they want to lose back-to-back games in Los Angeles. Give me the Indianapolis Colts +110 on the money line. Might be the dog of the week as well.
Yeah, I knew you were going to be on the Colts here. I just think this is a great matchup here for the Chargers and Herbert. I don't think the Colts' pass defense is that good. And I think this is a good spot for the Chargers pass game. I think Herbert could have a big game. And what the Colts do have, I think, in this game, which kind of worries me a little bit, which I think is why the number is as close as it is. I think Jonathan Taylor could have a really big game. We saw Miami be able to run on the Chargers last week. I think Jonathan Taylor could have a big week, but Chargers are getting healthier. And I think there's a clear drop off in Daniel Jones on the road and at home. You mentioned that they lost against the Rams. He does not perform well on the road as he does in the dome in Indianapolis. So I'll lay it with the Chargers. I think this is a great matchup here for them. So I'll lay the -1.5 here with the Chargers. Where do we want to go next? Let's go out to Denver. Broncos hosting the Giants, laying 7 here at home, -370 on the money line, +295 for the G-men. Total is 40.5. Giants coming off Thursday night football versus the Eagles. And, obviously the Broncos did not look good in that game versus the Jets in London. And now they don't have a bye, but I think this is a major letdown spot here for the Giants. They literally dumped the Gatorade last week. They literally dumped the Gatorade like this is the best game that they won. So it's going to be tough for them to get up after this game, that game. And I just think the Broncos, they're going to get up. And I think Sean Payton's going to lay into them after that bad performance last week. And it's Demaryius Thomas Day in Denver. Bronco legend. Vibes are going to be extremely high in Denver. They aren't losing on Sunday. I think that a lot of people are high on Dart, and I think he's played well, but a lot of his success, I think, has come from his legs. And I think the Broncos defense will stop him running. They're a top 5 defense, especially against the run. Think it's going to be a bad day for him. So major letdown spot. Demaryius Thomas Day. Yeah, I'm going to lay it here with Denver.
First of all, I want to shout out you for bringing up Demaryius Thomas Day. Rest in peace to a Denver Broncos legend. I agree with you. I think it's a tough spot for the Giants just because, Denver Broncos come back home. We know what type of day what they're going to be celebrating in the stadium. And yes, they're coming back. They're coming back home off back-to-back ugly wins. They beat Philadelphia in Philadelphia. They beat the Jets back in London. Now coming back at home. Demaryius Thomas Day. The Giants. Don't get me wrong. The Giants are ticking up. But I think the Denver Broncos is a much better team. I'm going to lay the 7 here, though. I wouldn't be surprised if we see the Broncos' best offensive outing this season.
Too. Yeah.
I think J.K. Dobbins is going to be able to run the ball well. I think Bo Nix is going to be a dual threat. And like I said, I think Corliss Sutton, I like his prop over. I think he's going to have a monster day. I'm going to be all over this Broncos team, deal. It's hard not to be with them. And let's not forget, it's Jackson Dart. He's a rookie. I think it's a tough spot for any rookie to go into Denver and try to compete against that defense. Give me the Broncos -7 at home.
I love it. All right, game of the week, America's game of the week, and we will go down to the Big D where the Dallas Cowboys are hosting the Washington Redskins. Close on the books, and surprisingly, the Dallas Cowboys are favorite here, -1.5, -112 on the money line. Plus -104, so short dog here for the Redskins. Total high 54.5. All I gotta say, Dan Quinn revenge game. That's the handicap. That's all we need to know. And plus, I hate fucking Dallas. So Diggs is out with a concussion, so their secondary is really hurt. Redskins are getting Scary Terry back. That's huge. And also, I mentioned Dan Quinn revenge spot. This is a Zach Ertz revenge spot as well. He's going to have a big game. I think this is a huge bounce back spot for them. Coming off a loss, CD comes back, and tensions will be high. You know why? Because George Pickens, he's been balling. Now he thinks he's the number one. But CD comes in and says, hey, I'm the number one. So the tensions are going to be high. The total obviously indicates it's going to be a shootout, which I agree with. But I think the Redskins have more weapons. So in a shootout, I'm going to take the better team. I think getting Scary Terry back actually helps Jaden Daniels a lot. Dan Quinn wants this game. In Dallas, yeah, give me the Redskins.
I'm going to be honest, though. This was a tough game to pick. But I'm with you. I think this is a Dan Quinn revenge spot. I think he's going to have his hat to the back I think he's gonna let his defense do most of the talking and let Jaden Daniels pick apart that secondary, which already isn't really good. We saw multiple teams put up 30 points. We saw the Panthers in that offense put up 30 points on the at home last week. I think Jaden Daniels in that offense is gonna have a maybe not a field day, but a good day. So I'm with you, Dill. Give me the Commanders on the money line. I'll say wait till Sunday because you might be able to get them at plus money. Dallas fans are delusional. Wouldn't be surprised if big money starts coming in on Dallas. I think wait till Sunday. You might be able to get the Commanders plus 105, plus maybe even plus 110. But give me the Commanders on the money line.
Let's go to Arizona. Cardinals hosting the Green Bay Packers. Packers laying 6.5 here on the road, minus 335 on the money line, plus 270 for the Cardinals. Total is at 44.5. Cardinals looking towards their bye next week. Kyler Murray, I think the line is telling you he's probably out, but maybe better for the Cardinals. Maybe. Jacoby Brissett did look good, and the Packers are last in the league in covering tight ends. So watch out for Trey McBride. I think that could be a big game for him. Marvin Harrison is probably out as well with a concussion.
No, it said that he's going to play. He's active.
Oh, he looks like he's going to play. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's even better.
Yeah. Marvin Harrison off injury report and is good to go Sunday versus the Packers.
Good. Because Cardinals have been good ATS versus good team.
And DJ Moore is set to play as well.
Okay, good.
Against the Saints, yeah.
He was hospitalized for a hamstring injury. Like, that's kind of crazy to me. But anyway.
He's good. Yeah.
It was wild to me. But Cardinals have been good against the spread versus good teams. Cardinals against teams over 500 are 10-6 when getting points. So, at home with some points, I don't know if they're live, but I think they could keep this one close. The offense looks good with Brissett last week, and when you give him easy looks, he's going to just pick you apart, I think, and he's going to move down the field, and that's exactly what he did. And the Cardinals defense could get pressure on the QB, so it's ugly. I'm going to take the Cardinals here, plus 6.5.
It is ugly, Dill. I think for Green Bay, I think it's a great teaser spot for them. Do I trust Green Bay enough to lay 6.5, 7 points on the road after they couldn't even cover last week against the Bengals? I do like this Packers team, but they have to show me a little something. Maybe that defense gets a little more pressure on the quarterback. Micah Parsons was a no-show last week, didn't really get any pressure. So if we see the defense we saw for the first 2 weeks of the season from the Green Bay Packers, I think this game could get out of control early on. It's just going to be interesting to see if they can do that. So do I want to lay the 6.5, 7 with the Green Bay Packers? Absolutely not. But do I think it's a great teaser spot? Yes. So if I had to, I'll lay the points with the Green Bay Packers.
All right. And then last game on the slate, Sunday Night Football, we will head out. I almost said Candlestick like you. I don't know the new name for San Francisco, but the Bay Area, we got the 49ers taking on the Atlanta Falcons.
Levi Stadium.
Levi, that's what it is. No, it's Candlestick. 49ers, short favorites here at home, minus 1.5, minus 126 on the money line, plus 108 for the Falcons, total 46.5. This Falcons defense is good, man. It really is. And 49ers are still dealing with a ton of injuries. I don't know if Kittle will play. He was practicing this week. I don't know if he'll play. If he does, what do you think?
As of right now, Parsley and Brock Purdy are ruled out.
Yeah, I knew Parsley was out.
Yeah, Kittle hasn't been ruled out yet, so that's a good sign.
So he'll probably play. We'll find out probably within the next 24 hours. Yeah, I knew Brock Purdy Pearsall is out. The Falcons need to stop CMC in order to win this game. I just feel like this game was actually really hard to handicap because I felt like Kyle Shanahan is going to come in and have a great game plan coming into this game. I feel like I like the Falcons defense. I really do. I think they're much better than last year, but I worry about the offense playing outside of a dome, coming off the big win, while the 49ers are coming home after a tough loss. They aren't great at home. They just lost Fred Warner. He is a difference maker. I just can't. It came down to gut, and I feel like I got to take the Falcons here. I just don't trust the 49ers defense without Bosa, without Fred Warner. If they could stop CMC, I think the Falcons should win this game. Yeah, give me Atlanta. I don't feel great about it, and you could hear it in my voice, but yeah, I got to take Atlanta here.
I feel kind of the same, but on the opposite side, though. I think if they slow down Brian Robinson Jr. with all the injuries on the 49ers defensive side, I think that's going to be a recipe for winning the game, though. If they're able to slow down Drake London and Brian Robinson Jr., who's been absolutely going bonkers this year. I think the 49ers are live here. I think Matt Jones in this offense is going to be much better coming back home, settling down after a loss. CMC's been an absolute monster this year. And if they get George Kittle back, I think that's a huge addition to this offense. And like you said, I think you said it perfect last week. This Atlanta team is a good dome team. Outside in the world in outside under the lights Sunday night stage, I think this is a 49ers game. Give me the 49ers minus 124 in the money line. If you want to lay the 2.5, by all means. But I like you said, I think Kyle Shanahan, he lives for these moments. And I think in his mind, this is a get right spot. Atlanta, we do like Atlanta. The defense is much improved from last year. But I think Kyle Shanahan is still saying to himself, this is the Atlanta Falcons. Give me the 49ers minus 124 on the money line.
We got a comment in the chat. Matthew Golden, Jalen Croker, Luther Burden, or Kyle Mongolia.
Matthew Golden. Just because I feel like he has to be a little more involved in the offense. All these other guys, look at Coker, might be able to.
I think this could be a good week for Burden, though. Luther Burden with DJ Moore is good to go, but still.
Yeah, I do like Burden the third. I think he's a good option. But out of the four you mentioned, I think Matthew Golden will get the most targets and most likely the most receptions out of all of them.
All right, thank you for that, E. Time for our lock, dog, teaser, and prop of the week. We will start with our lock. Interested to see where you're going to go this week. What is your lock of the week?
Back-to-back weeks, I went with my New England Patriots, so your boy been hot on the lock still. Not going to go with them this week. I am tempted, though. Like I said earlier, I just don't see this team losing 3 straight games. Give me the Philadelphia Eagles on the road, minus 130 on the money line. I understand this might be a Carson Wentz revenge spot, but I think this is a get-right spot for the Philadelphia Eagles. I think the defense is a little healthier. They're going to show out. And I think Saquon is due for a big game. Wouldn't be surprised in a dome Saquon shows out. So give me the Philadelphia Eagles, minus 130 on the money line.
For my lock, I told you this team is unbettable. Give me the Carolina Panthers here on the road against the New York Jets. Bryce Young is going to be 2-17 straight up on the road after this week. The Jets stink. Fields might get benched. They have no receivers. They're going to get booed. This team is disgusting. And they're unbettable. Yeah, give me Carolina. What's your dog of the week?
Dog of the week. I know you don't like it, though, but give me the Indianapolis Colts. This is my moment when I be like, if the Colts are for real, I'm going to lay my money on it. Give me the Indianapolis Colts against who I think is a good team. I'm just not sure if they're a great team right now in the Chargers. So give me the Indianapolis Colts. We're going to see who's for real. Whoever wins this game whoever wins this game, I'm going to like their chances come playoff time. So give me the Indianapolis Colts on the money line, plus 110, dog of the week.
Fighting loves everything. He goes, I'm 5-1 in a 10-team fantasy. I got Herbert, Love, CMC, JT, QT, Maz, Monty, Rico, Puka, Tet.
Damn.
He went crazy. Higgins, TJ Warren. He said 2 flex. I was offered Bowers for Rico. Thoughts on risk versus rewards? He goes, I'm concerned with Rico's timeshare now that Hubbard is, Chuba Hubbard came back and Bowers still is not playing. He might be put on IR. So
yeah, and what tight end he got? I can't really see.
Yeah, Puka, TJ Warren. No,
it's a horrible trade, man. First of all,
TJ Warren might be offensive rookie of the year if Emeka Buka is hurt.
Ask yourself this question, bro. Who do you trust more right now, Daniel Jones or Geno Smith? I'm gonna roll with Daniel Jones in that
Yeah,
offense.
that's a good thing. And I have Brock in one league. I was trying to get rid of him, which is why I think one of your friends is trying to get rid of him as well. He's been hurt all year, and he might be put on IR. And then you're done, then you're fucked for a month if you get that. So, yeah, I wouldn't do that either. For my dog of the week, kid, we're gonna go really early, and we're gonna go to the Jaguars
I
at
like it.
home in London. Puka's hurt. He's not playing, and I just think this defense is going to give Sean McVay and Matthew Stafford some problems. So I love this bounce back spot here for Jacksonville. I think going to London is going to help them. They're going to have the home field advantage. I think that's a real thing, and I have no reason to fade the Jags at this point. So I love the points in my pocket, but I think they're live. So give me them on the money line plus 134. What is your teaser?
Let's see if I can say it right this time. 3-way 6-point teaser. Got it, Dill.
Got it.
Give me the New England Patriots to -1. Right now they're -7, 6.5. Get them down to a pick on my favorite revenge spot. Drake May's been playing out of his mind. Give me the New England Patriots down to -1 against a rookie quarterback. Give me the New Orleans Saints to +10.5. Like I said, they've been a pesky team all season long. Pretty sure they have a winning record ATS, and after a lucky win on a Monday night stage against the Commanders, I think the Chicago Bears, looking around, they should win this game, but I wouldn't be shocked if they drop it. Give me the Saints to +10.5, and then give me the Green Bay Packers. Don't get me wrong, I don't love laying the 7 or 6.5 with the Green Bay Packers, but this is a game they should win. What we said before Jacoby Brissett took over the helm, Dylan. Any decent teams that goes in that Arizona plays, we just gotta fade them. And I'm gonna go back to that method though. Arizona is just not a good team. We saw Jacoby Brissett ball out last week. I'm gonna say that was just an outlier.
Wow.
Give me the Green Bay Packers down to -0.5 point. So that's my 3-way 6-point teaser at +140. Patriots to -1, Saints to +10.5, Green Bay to -0.5 point.
All right. For my teaser, I'm going to take Green Bay down to a half as well. I
You gonna
agree.
say wow?
I just don't think it's an outlier. I do think he can move the points on, but we only need to win by 1 point. We only need to win outright here, so I do like that play. I'm going to tease up the Redskins up to +1.5 to +7.5. I think Dan Quinn revenge game. I think they're going to throw everything. They're going to go for it on 4th down, and I just don't trust Dallas's defense. So I'll tease Washington up to 7.5, and I'll tease your Patriots down to a half. Even though I do like the Titans here plus the points, I do think the Patriots still will still win this game. So just need to win outright. So Green Bay down to a half. Washington up to +7.5, and New England down to a half at +140. It's a 3-way 6-point teaser at +140. And quickly, this segment is brought to you by Props.Cash, the best way to research all your props. Elvis is on fucking fire. I think 4 episodes in a row now he's hit. Elvis and I have been using Props.Cash for 2 years now, and it's helped us find an edge in several player props market. On the web or in the Props.Cash app, you'll get quick visual data on player trends, matchup history, and recent performance across every major sport. Clean, reliable stats that make it easy to spot value. Plans start at just $19.99 a month. And right now, you can get 25% off your first month with code DREAM25. That is DREAM, DREAM 25. So download the app, not now, but right now, and sign up with the monthly subscription. Use code DREAM25, and you'll be paying just $14.99 your first month. Level up your research today at Props.Cash. Okay, let's stay on fire. What is your prop of the week?
Yo, my prop of the week. This man had a cold week last week. The over/under for the game is at 54.5. So the Vegas is expecting some fireworks. I'm expecting some fireworks. Give me Deebo Samuel over 59.5 receiving yards. I think he's due for a bounce back game. If Scary Terry's there, I still like this play a lot just because Dallas defense is trash. Let's just be honest. And coming off a loss, coming off a bad game, I think Deebo Samuel has a bounce back. And let's not forget, Deebo Samuel loves playing in Dallas. He has numerous big games in Dallas, multiple touchdown games. Wouldn't be surprised if he finds himself in the end zone as well. Give me Debo Samuels over 59.5 receiving yards.
All right. I said it earlier. I'm going to go back to Trey McBride here. Over 6.5 receptions. You could get that at -121. I really love this play. It's an A-plus matchup here for Trey McBride because Green Bay ranked 32nd, last in the league versus the tight end. And Props.Cash, they have it averaging 7.8 catches. So I love this play. He just went over it last week against Indianapolis, who, in my opinion, is a better defense. He had 8. He had 7 versus Seattle as well. So love this matchup. I think whoever winds up starting, if it's Murray, if it's Brissett, they're going to find Trey McBride. This is a really good matchup for him. So, yeah, Trey McBride over 6.5 receptions. You could get that at -121. Okay, that's going to do it. By the way, love the Monday night games as well. We'll talk about that on Sunday. But let's get to college. Week 8. Oh, man, week 8. I am on Minnesota here, +8.5 here tonight. Game probably started already, so I had that. Anything else here for Saturday? What do you like here for week 8?
Yeah, I'll give you my 2 plays, and I'll let you rattle off, though, because I know you have a ton of plays. Early start, OU, tough loss last week against Texas in the shootout. Well, it wasn't a shootout last
It
week.
wasn't a shootout, but yeah.
Against South Carolina this week. I think this is a perfect bounce back spot. So give me the -4, 4.5 with OU, whatever you could get. I'm gonna lay it -115 with OU. Give me the Sooners on the road, and then another road favorite. I'm gonna lay the number on Texas A&M versus Arkansas. Look around, we do like Arkansas on the show, but Texas A&M might be for real, dude. I think they're a powerhouse right now. I think they're a wagon. They're showing that they deserve to be a top 4 team, and I'm gonna lay the 7.5 on the road. Give me Texas A&M -7.5. Wouldn't be surprised if it's a double-digit game when it's all said and done.
All right, for me, like Elvis said, I got a lot, so I'm just gonna rattle off some. Georgia Tech underdogs on the road against Duke. Yeah, give me the Yellow Jackets +1.5. I like them on the money line as well. Love Vandy here on the road against LSU. It's Diego Pavia, revenge spot. I think he's going to, after that tough loss against Alabama, coming back. And the line is telling you they're the better team, which I agree with. So I like Vandy here -2.5. I'm sorry. I'm going to take South Carolina here +5.5. I think they're live outright too. Oklahoma, John Batir. They fucked him. He fucked his team last week by playing. He's still hurt. The coach has to step in and be like, hey, you're hurting our team at this point. So I don't think, and I think South Carolina is good defensively. So I think they'll be able to keep this one within the 5, and I think they can win outright as well. It's large, but Clemson -9.5. This is when Dabo starts getting the boys playing. They've won a few in a row. This is when they start getting on fire right now. So I'd be worried a little bit as well. Old Miss, Lane Kiffin against Georgia, revenge spot. Old Miss +7.5. I like that as well. I think it's a good teaser spot. Love Texas A&M -7.5 against the Woo-Back Suey, Arkansas Razorbacks. Love that. Love Texas Tech. I've been saying it for weeks. They're the best team in the Big 12. -7.5 against ASU. I like them to tease them down as well. I think I've been saying it, and I think maybe week 1 was an outlier against Florida State, but Bama looks good. Ty Simpson, he might be the Heisman candidate right now. He is so good. In Tuscaloosa, I'll lay the 8.5 here against the Volunteers. Like Auburn, they got fucked last week by the refs. That was like actually criminal what the referees did against Auburn. Hugh Freeze, like him in a bounce back spot. I'll take Auburn against Missouri, +1.5 on the money line. And then we'll end it in the Holy War. Utah versus BYU, Mormons versus non-Mormons. This dates back to 1896. That's insane. Give me Utah -3.5. Revenge spot. BYU has won the last two. It is at BYU, but I just think Utah is the better team. They are the favorite on the road. I'll lay the 3.5 in the Holy War. These two teams hate each other. We talk about obviously Army, Navy. We talk about Auburn, Alabama. It is our theme song, but these two teams fucking hate each other, and I love it. Which team will swear first?
The Mormons.
I was going the other way. I was gonna say Utah. BYU is like strict Mormons. Like, I think the team that curses is the team I wanted back, and I think it's the University of Utah. So I'll take the Utes here -3.5. And kid, let's go to the NBA. We took care of the Western Conference. Let's go to the Eastern Conference. Tell me why the Knicks should win the East.
Put it this at +410.
They get odds now.
You know, Cleveland deserves to be the favorites. Let's just be honest. But the Knicks.
Who got farther last year?
The Knicks.
That's all. That's all I wanted to say. That's all I wanted to say.
Who's the reigning NBA Clutch Player of the Year?
Who?
Jalen Brunson.
Hey, you said it, not me. Thank you.
So, I just want to say this. Knicks to win the division, 240. I think that's a given. To win the conference, I give them a shot, Dale. And I also take over 53.5 wins. I think when Mike Brown come in, I think we're gonna see the offense. You know how you always say, what is Thibodeau doing down the stretch with the offense? I think we're going to see the offense flourish a little more. We're not just going to see Jalen, put the team on his shoulders. I think we're going to see some execution down the stretch. And we're going to see the Knicks win nip and tuck games. And let's not forget that the East is riddled with a lot of injuries.
Mm-hmm.
Give me the Knicks over 53.5 wins. I do think this number is a little high, but it's gettable. And I give the Knicks a shot to win the East. The Eastern Conference at +410.
Can I jump in with some plays I have?
Yeah. Do you think?
And it's not just because I fucking despise this organization, but Hawks under 46.5 wins. I just don't see it. That number is extremely high. I see 37, 38. Think that. I like Jalen Johnson. I do. Who doesn't? He's athletic. He's talented. I think he's a lot of fun. See, I could say nice things about the Hawks. But I think Quinn Snyder's okay. He's a good coach. I think he's good defensively.
Next watch list.
Yeah, I know he's good defensively, but with guys like Dyson Daniels, Jalen Johnson for a third year, they got some wing guys, big additions. They added Kristaps Porzingis. They added your boy Nickeil Alexander Walker, who I think are both good players, but Porzingis has real issues staying on the floor. I think that's a big issue for them. The history of players that Boston have let go with injury concern are damning. Isaiah Thomas, Marcus Smart, and on top of that, his impact was really not a lot last year. So I don't know. Nickeil Alexander Walker, he's a great role player. We saw that in the playoffs. He has great defense on ball. He's a good shooter. They won 40 games last year. So I understand this skepticism about them, winning more, but they need to win 7 more games for this to go over. And I just don't think the roster is well positioned. So I'm going to fade the hype. I'm going to fade the Hawks under 46.5 wins. That's just one. What else you got?
I'm going to go with the Hawks still. I'm going to go with the over 46.5 wins still. Don't get me wrong, you did make some good points there, but I think you got to keep in mind how injured the East is. I'm not going to say how worse they are because they're not worse. They're just dealing with a lot of injuries. Still, the Hawks right now, they might be a top 5 seed. Top 6 seed. I don't think they're a play-in team. I think they'll be a playoff team this year. Trae Young, he's like that. He's going to average around 25, 24 points with about 10 assists. If Cigar, whatever his name is, the rookie that came out of France last year.
Yeah.
If he's able to take a step up, Dill, I would love the over 46.5. I think the pieces they have around, they're like you said, they already won 40 games last year, and I think they improve a little bit this year. 7 wins ain't that far off, especially with all the injuries in the Eastern Conference. Still, I like the Hawks. They're pesky, and let's not forget, Dill, Ice Trey is one of the clutchest players in the NBA. If there's a 3-4 point game down the stretch, I'm gonna take Atlanta to win that game, especially in the Eastern Conference. I don't know about in the West, but in Eastern Conference, I'm gonna think they're gonna close that game out. So give me the Atlanta Hawks over 46.5 wins.
I'll go. I'll jump
Yeah,
in.
go.
Give me the Knicks over 53.5 wins. I like them to win the division, but it's too juicy. You mentioned the price already, but Jalen Brunson, Karl Anthony Towns. I think the defense is going to be a little better here as well. I know they couldn't guard anyone last year. I think that was a big problem last year. But Mitchell Robinson being back, I think that kind of helps. He just has to stay healthy. That's the big thing. I think the pick and roll between Brunson and Towns, that's elite. And we just got a lot of guys and OG, I think his ability, Mikal Bridges as well. I think they're going to really step up offensively. So they're deep. I think they're one of the deepest teams, and I just like the bench. They're going to be better offensively, I think, with Mike Brown. I like Mike Brown. I'm all in on Mike Brown as well. So I just think they're going to be really good, and they win tough games. It's hard to play. I know everyone gets up to play at the Garden, but they're going to win these easy matchups against like the Spurs, Memphis, like teams on the lower end. They're going to win those games. I want to see how they do against above 500 teams. I think that's the biggest question here for the Knicks. So, hopefully they could defend a little better, but positively with bringing in Mike Brown, I think offensively we're going to be better. So over 53.5 wins.
Yeah. I'm gonna go back to the number 1 seed last year. They're the Cleveland Cavaliers. They're minus 340 to win the division. Not gonna touch that. Their win totals at 57.5. Didn't they have 60 wins last year? I just don't see the Cavs having back-to-back 60-win seasons. Give me the under 57.5 wins. Don't get me wrong, the number is right, but to win 58 plus games back-to-back seasons is a tough task. I think the Thunder could do it. I'm not sure this Cleveland team could do it, but they do have a shot, like I said, because a lot of injuries in the Eastern Conference. They deserve to be the favorite. They should get the number 1 seed. I just think 58 back-to-back 58 plus win seasons is a tough task. So give me the under 57.5 wins. Dill, this number, I know you liked when I said the number was too low for Phoenix at 29.5. I think this team is still good even without their superstar that's dealing with an injury. Indiana Pacers, 36.5 wins. Give me the over at minus 118. You got Rick Carlisle, who's one of the best head coaches in the All NBA. I understand you lost Miles Turner. No Tyrese Halliburton, but I think the supporting cast is still pretty damn good, if you ask me. I think with the cast they got now, Pascal Siakam, Nimhard and company, I see 40-ish wins with Rick Carlisle at the helm. So wouldn't be surprised if the Pacers are around 40 wins and maybe in the play-in. So give me over 36.5 wins at minus 118. Give me the Miami Heat. Give me the Heat over 38.5 win. Coach Spo is one of the best. I understand their roster ain't too talented, but I'm not going to bet the Heat to go under 38.5 wins. The Heat are going to hover around 40 to 42 wins.
The roster worries me.
It worries me too, Dill. But they're going to win some games. Like I said.
Shout out Spur. He got named Team USA coach, by the way.
Yeah. So you still got Bam. You still got some talent. And let's not forget, I know I sound like I'm beating a dead horse. The East is riddled with injuries. I wouldn't be surprised if Miami wins a couple games. Give me the over 38.5 at minus.
I got one. Let me jump in with that. I'm gonna take a shot here on the Raptors. It's ugly. I told you my whole plays this week were ugly. Raptors over 39.5. They were probably one of the teams that tanked the most last year. Benching starters in the fourth quarter of most games. didn't really matter how competitive they were. And, I think they're applying nearly full court pressure to force turnovers. We saw it in preseason, and I think that's what they're going to do. They finished as the number 2 defense after the All-Star break last year. So there's reason for optimism in Toronto. Either the offense is better with Brandon Ingram and hopefully, quote unquote, healthier team, or the defense is going to be better with an aggressive style that we saw second half of the season last year. It might honestly be better of the two teams with, Emmanuel Quickly, Brandon Ingram, RJ Barrett, the defense, the bench, they're pretty deep as well. I've convinced myself that this team could win 40 games. So over 30.5 wins for Toronto.
I ain't mad at you though. I ain't too mad about it. I do like some of the pieces Toronto have. They struggled last year. I'm gonna just stay away from Toronto. I have a couple more. Last year we was at 18.5 wins. There we covered that bottom. Give me the Brooklyn Nets over 19.5.
You almost said New Jersey.
Yeah, I think we get over 20 wins. I like our new young coach, and don't get me wrong. I think our roster is not great, but I can make a case it might be better than what it was last year. So new coach, new system. I think with the Nets win 20 plus games still. Give me the Nets over 19.5 wins at minus 104. Give me the Detroit Pistons. Remember, I do like the Pistons. I think they're a decent, good team. But 45.5 wins still is a little much, in my opinion. I think it's a little much. They didn't really make major splashes in the off season. I think they're decent. I think they're solid. But to win 46 plus wins still, I don't think they're there yet. Give me under 45.5 wins at minus 122. Give me the Milwaukee Bucks over 43.5 wins. Don't get me wrong. I think last year was a disappointment, but this year I expect a little more from them. Wouldn't be surprised they're at 45, maybe 47 wins around there. Give me over 43.5 wins. 76ers. Till I know you might disagree with me. I think I expect a little bit of a bounce back from the 76ers. Give me 76ers to make the play-in at plus 135. Give me 76ers over 42.5 wins. If they healthy, this team is capable of winning 50 plus games. If they stay healthy, Joel Embiid is live to win the MVP award if they stay healthy. So a lot of ifs, but give me the over 42.5. And then my last play, Dill. I'm high on this team. The Orlando Magic.
Wow.
Give me Orlando Magic over 55 and over 50 and a half wins at minus 110. Give me the Magic to win Group B in the in-season play-in tournament at plus 210. And I think I saw the conference at plus 850. Wouldn't be shocked if the Orlando Magic somehow, some way, wins a couple rounds and represents the Eastern Conference in the NBA Finals still. Oh, real quick, I skipped the Celtics. Even though they're dealing with a lot of injuries, I still think Derek White, Jaylen Brown, and company still have enough to get this team over the hump. Give me the Celtics over 41.5 wins, minus 112. And give me the Celtics to make the play-in. I think they'll be an 8th, maybe a 9th seed, plus 120.
Yeah, I was looking at the Celtics over 41.5. I could see 44, 45 wins from the Celtics. Like, the defense will be bad, but they're going to shoot threes at an incredible volume, and they run in transition. They want to be one of the fastest teams in the league. They want to take a lot of threes. I trust Joe Mazzulla. He's an absolute nutcase. I want Joe Mazzulla on my fucking side. So, yeah, I thought 41, even without Tatum, I think this team is good enough to win over 41.5 games. I was leaning that way, but I didn't want to say it just because fuck Boston. But that's it, kid. We'll have opening day picks on Sunday. The season is on Tuesday, kid. You ready for that doubleheader?
I'll be honest, I'm not, but I'll definitely watch the first game and then watch the highlights of the second game.
Yeah,
because it's past my bedtime.
Yeah, it starts at 10 o'clock. So
too late.
But kid,
realistically, it's not gonna start to 10:20. Ceremonies, national anthem, commercials. Come on.
Come on now. Kid, good luck this weekend. Enjoy all the football. Enjoy some playoff baseball. We got a big fight night as well in Canada, so that should be fun as well. So we got a loaded weekend full of fights, full of games. So enjoy that. Good luck on all your bets, and we will see you guys on Sunday. Peace.